This is a chapter 3 assignment. I was lucky and unlucky, sort of, to get Canada. The overall economy, I believe it's called a mixed economy. It involves both and private and public and government ownerships of its resources and capital. Meaning that, private ownerships and government ownerships, they both sell stuff, I believe, if that is my understanding of it. The population's about 36.3 million people, roughly, give or take a small 0.0 percentage. The import numbers as of June 2018 is 51.3 billion, and the exports is 50.7 billion. The monthly percentage is the imported is down by 0.2%, and the export is up by 4.2%. Canada's kind of a tricky one when it comes to the brands and, outsourcing to Canada, because from my understanding of reading, it's like the US, it's more expensive there than it is in a lot of other countries, third world, second world countries. It's fairly expensive like in the United States. But they do have, supposedly call centers for specific companies that serve the United States. And there is also a company, Keenan, I think that's how it's said, Keenan brand. It designs clubs, bars, restaurants. I don't know, when I looked into this specific company, I don't know if it's being outsourced to Canada or it came up in Canada. And I couldn't really find too much information about this company. I looked at their Facebook, Twitter, a little bit of info on them. I still can't really find out much of it. The social language and customs in Canada is, the stereotype of everyone's really polite, and from looking up some social norms over there, for the most part, it's true. When you greet someone, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. Shake hands. Fairly common to what we do here. It's pretty common for the most part. Similar. The few different things that are different than ours is their personal distance. Like, supposedly when they stand in line, or when they're talking in business meetings, they're more spread apart than we are in the U.S. They're more distant from each other. Stuff like personal questions is still roughly the same as in America. You don't ask someone their age, weight, how much money. When you just meet them, you just don't do it. One of the things that is a bit different is smoking. It's like in the U.S. when they passed it, and there's no smoking indoors. Public property, actually, I think that might be more in Canada, but workplace, public property, and you can't actually even do it, obviously, in buses, taxi shelters, indoor and outdoor, actually. Can't do an outdoor, and you're not actually allowed to smoke within 5 meters of a doorway, window, or air intake to any public or workplace. So if, like, at some jobs you can just walk outside and, have a cigarette, but apparently for them, you gotta get a distance away to smoke. They're very, very strict on the smoking policies. Now, the questions 6 and 7, the political system, does it affect the economy, and business laws, they're interesting. I'm going to combine these. I am currently on the Canadian Politics, Government, and Taxes website. And reading through this, from my understanding, is private companies can be, like, bribed because it's a private company. From my understanding, is when it comes to the government, when it comes to like natural resources, rights for fishing, mineral resources, in certain areas, the provinces are split up, and one province has control over it. It's not like the United States where everybody in the United States can, you know, have this roughly the same laws. Apparently over there, which I didn't know, each province has its political leader, supposedly, from my understanding. The economic differences when it comes to political, they're really focused on environmental issues. When it comes to the economy, they're very environmentally, what's the word, strict, because each of the province has their own super strict regulations. From reading most of this, it doesn't seem like the private companies can be bribed and have a little bit of say, but that's for the private companies. The public companies and governments, supposedly, no. And that's pretty much it. From my research and understanding of what I read, which I don't believe I understood most of it. It's a lot of information. And this is what I've gathered from it. So, yep, that's chapter 3.